I went to school in Seattle at Franklin High School, and I had been playing basketball in junior high school and on the street, and my dad was a real good golfer, and I started going with him, and then I learned how to caddy for him, and that's what started me out saying, I can do this. Every time the pros were going up to Portland, Seattle, Vancouver, my mother would drive me down, and I would watch Sam Snead, and I watched Ben Hogan, and I watch them all, and watch to see what they were doing and how they were doing it. One day, my dad drove up next to this guy, and he had won the junior championship in Seattle, and he told me, well, you won't be able to beat him. I said, why not? Because he says you don't practice enough. I said, well, I'm gonna practice hard. All of the schools throughout Seattle, they had a championship, and I won that. And that was because I was working hard. That really made me go forward and practice and practice and practice. In Seattle, you had to have a handicap to play in any tournament. But if you were black, you could get a handicap, but it wasn't an official handicap, so you couldn't play in the city amateur. But I was young and I was kind of outright about it. I had just made up my mind I wanted to play. So I originally had gotten a handicap from Eastmoreland Golf Course in Portland, and that allowed me to play in the public links. I wanted to get to that tournament, and I wanted to play my best. I was the 63rd out of 64 in the match play. I played Don Etzik in the semifinals, and I had heard that he was one heck of a golfer and that he had won that tournament before. And that was one of those days that I played really well. I had 23 one-putts. I played Frank Campbell. I birdied the very first two holes. After those, I played very good the whole rest of the round, and I won 3-2. I felt super. I felt good that I got there and won. Received a call from the Seattle Times paper when they said how's it feel to be the first black. That upset me. I told him it's not about that, because I wasn't thinking about that. I flew there, I played there, I won there, and that other wasn't on my mind. When I got home, there were about 35 to 40 people there. Mother, dad, a whole group of black golfers. I was glad there was a picture taken of that sight. My victory in 1959 was the best thing that happened to me in my life.